pool at the age of 3, but I started professional swimming at the age of 12.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Good evening, I'm Maggie Forciero. In the news tonight, Carlton Plaatjes wins a house in Omega Golf Estate. Namibian Police Brass Band serenade mixed community. National Botanical Gardens encourages public to visit during the festive season. And then Business on One, followed by tonight's sport news. Leading the Bulletin, Charitree has awarded the winners who took part in a fundraising outreach competition during the past year in aid of collecting funds to give back to 58 registered charities under the organization.
After 9 months of selling raffle tickets online, collecting money to buy household hampers for over 15,000 households across the country, they ended the year by handing over a house to Carlton Plaatjes, who took part in buying tickets online. He received a house worth 2.7 million Namibian dollars at Omega Golf Estate on the 21st of October.
We're so much more prepared to put forward what we've got in mind for the Namibian environment going forward as a lottery manager. So we will be able to do this for fundraising and charities other than our own organizations. And speaking of organizations, we've got 58 registered charities. And I remember we started very humbly, thanks guys, 58, and I mean we started like 1, 2, then we had Petra from Autism. Weekly we would get just stacks of applications, people that want to join in on this, and it is really nice because we're actually creating a nice consolidation of people's needs, and what we want to do is we want to go for maximum effect, you know, so that's the sledgehammer that we're making.
A very ecstatic Carlton Plaatjes, upon hearing the news that he was the overall winner for the competition, said that he was very excited for owning a house in his birth country, as he is currently residing in Britain.
Giving is better than receiving, and to give to the charities that are always supported is Morris on Break, which is very close to my heart, so that you know I've got a Down syndrome sister. So yeah, just to give back to the community. I'm glad that everybody has supported Charitree, and yeah, I didn't expect this at all.
Hove said they hope to continue assisting more charities and uplifting the lives of more vulnerable people in the country come 2023.
Get super savings on back-to-school essentials at
School Shop.
43-gram Prit glue stick, $34.99. Character lunchboxes, $29.99. Matching character drinking bottles for a low $21.99. Stock up for the year with
Pep. School Shop.
Life's better with Pep.
The curator of the National Botanical Gardens of Namibia, Levi Nanyeni, has said that for nature lovers, the National Gardens, which is situated in Windhoek, is the ideal place to unwind and clear your mind during the festive season.
Nanyeni told Agri on One that the National Garden is pristinely peaceful, relaxing and family-friendly, adding that the garden has several picnic areas, pathways through the trees, and viewing areas of different wild fauna and flora.
The Botanic Garden has got paths that lead to different areas. So if you're someone who wants to get closer to the nature, if you're someone who loves plants, if you're someone who loves birds or lizards, reptiles, all those things are found in the Botanic Garden, and it has got hills, and as you walk, as you're taking leisure and pleasure being out in the nature, I find the same times you are exercising, you know, and I like to emphasize on the safety, you know. So far we have not witnessed any cases of criminals in the garden, so people feel free to walk in the garden.
Nanyini added that the Botanical Society of Namibia hosts tours through the garden twice a month, and that the garden allows visitors to come with their own snacks when picnicking.
They also host talks that start at 7 o'clock in the evening when everybody's closed from work. You actually free to attend. They invite experts on plants, unfortunately, that the talk takes about an hour, and after an hour we go upstairs and have refreshments, some drinks, and catch up with different people, networking. That in the way we are promoting the Botanic Garden. Unfortunately, we don't have a coffee shop or something, but you know, if you come in with your own coffee, with your own brushes, or you want to have lunch, you can host your meeting as well in an open air. So it's a green space that you cannot get anywhere where it's protected, where you feel safe. So the learners, they want to come here and walk. Parents with their kids, unfortunately it's not open on Saturday that one can come, but in any case we're working on that so that, you know, you and I, when we knock off on Friday, Saturday, we can bring friends, we can bring kids, we can bring whoever, you know.
The National Botanic Garden will be open throughout the festive season and will only be closed on Saturdays. Entrance to the garden is free for members of the public.
Which will be titled Big Mama. That's if I don't change it.
No. Now you must tell us why it's called Big Mama, my friend.
Growing up in a big family, there weren't always enough seats at the table, so we started eating on the floor so that we could enjoy our food and cokes together. I kept that tradition in my own family to remind us that the most important part of any meal is being together.
Welcome to this evening's edition of Business on One. One of the country's most prominent hotel facilities will soon undergo significant refurbishment in 2023, with both the Safari Court and Safari Court Hotel set to be rebranded under new names and hospitality concepts. Established in 1965 with just 48 bedrooms, the Safari Court Hotel is now the biggest hotel and convention center in Namibia, as it boasts over 200 rooms. Now managed by Accor after its acquisition by the Casada Hospitality Investment Fund in 2021, the upgrade will improve and upscale the establishment to a state-of-the-art hospitality facility.
Both of the hotels will be renovated during the next year. We're starting with the Safari Hotel. That's going to be renovated, all the food and beverage areas opened, and that's going to be rebranded as a Mercure, one of our mid-scale brands. Mercure is also one of our Accor's worldwide brands. We've got more than 810 mature properties in the world. And mature is very much focused on local, and it will have a local theme, local flair, and keeping everything Namibian about it. The next offering will be Safari Court Hotel, where we're sitting today. As soon as the mature is finished and hopefully opening, or will open by March, then we will start working on the Safari Court. Safari Court is going to be rebranded into a Movenpick. Movenpick is also one of our international national brand. It was created in 1948 in Switzerland. Movenpick is very food and beverage and food focused and experience focused. So a big part of the development for the hotel will be the food and beverage offering, the food and beverage outlet. And that will be really a new trendsetter in Namibia. And it will definitely be the place to go, the place to be seen, and the place to eat and experience going forward.
Volmerans gave a description of the new management and said Namibians should be excited for the upcoming changes.
The hotels are managed by Accor, which is a world-leading hospitality group. We're consisting of more than 5,300 hotels worldwide. On top of that, we've got over 10,000 food and beverage outlets and venues throughout 110 countries in the world. Accor was established in 1967. We have more than 40 luxury premium, mid-scale, economy hotel brands and entertainment venues worldwide. We're going through a really exciting time. There's been a lot of talk about the hotels have been bought, it's been taken over by new management, and that process sometimes takes a bit of time to kick off. But we know now exactly what's going to happen. We know we're going to have a Mercure. We know that we're going to have a Movenpick. So there's a lot of new things coming and new exciting things to offer Windhoek, Namibia, and also all over Africa and the world.
The general manager further said the Safari Court Hotel is a 4-star rated, while Safari has a 3-star rating. He said they intend to keep both properties on the same star rating to have different options available for their guests. And that is all we have for you. Be sure to follow us on our social media pages for more on business news.
All right. No, thank you. Bye-bye. So a few days ago at the branch, this lady comes up to me and frantically asks me for assistance. She got paid the day before, but was unable to pay for groceries that morning. After calming her down, I asked her to explain her predicament to me. I learned that she made an online payment of 600 Namibian dollars to her daughter's school fees, after which her friend who was with her borrowed her phone. The friend returned the phone when a gentleman called, claiming to be from the bank. The gentleman informed her that the transaction could not go through unless she provides him with the one-time PIN, the OTP, which was sent to a mobile number. She gave the gentleman the PIN and recounted that everything was fine. The next day, she couldn't pay for groceries because, well, her account was wiped clean. And her friend, nowhere to be seen or found. Remember, never disclose your OTP you receive via SMS to anyone calling you pretending to be calling from the bank or any reputable institution. An OTP is used to authorize a transaction or account profile creation. Your bank will never call you to ask you for an OTP. Always report any attempts like this to your bank's customer contact center immediately. Remember, we don't share.
Time now to take a look at sport news. Muay Thai is a combat sport almost similar to kickboxing and officially opened its doors to several enthusiasts in the capital during 2014. Sport on One caught up with the General Secretary of the Namibian Muay Thai Federation, Emmanuel Nkara, during a preparation session for the fighters.
So, for 2023, the Namibian Muay Thai Federation, our goal is to actually spread the word of what it is to actually partake or practice the fight style of Muay Thai, how it's separate from MMA, how it's separate from karate, how it's separate from all the other fight styles. And going into the schools, proposing that Muay Thai, the respect and the commitment and the discipline is perhaps shown in workshops to schools in different regions. We wish to travel to all different regions. And especially with Windhoek, it is essential that different clubs are established, helping individuals, fight individuals that have come to Combat Club Windhoek, that they are equipped to open up fight clubs all around Windhoek and perhaps even in other regions, so that we can develop our national champions. And the national development, along with the national development and seminars and all those exciting things, that is what we know we can accomplish just in 2023.
Asked if the Muay Thai Federation is running for next year's Sport Award, Nkara firmly stated that receiving such recognition is not the main focus, but will not shy away from being awarded with one.
Of course, we have gotten our initial approval as a federation, and I think in a few months' time it will be approved. So that means our fighters like Sonia Simon and Carl Duse can rank up their records so that they are undenied at the Sports Awards, which will be next year, I believe the same time now. So yes, we're ready for that, and we're not gunning for the Sports Award. We would just wish to win the fight, and that's what's mostly important. A lot of individuals come to Combat Club Windhoek and practice in other neighborhoods. Small clubs are starting to form in Windhoek, and that's very exciting for the Namibian Muay Thai Federation. We don't wish to overcome other fight styles. Muay Thai is on its own. We have a dance, a ritual that we do before the fight starts, the respect, the commitment, and we wish to show that fighting is a sport that can never end in the lifetime of human beings, and Muay Thai is one that we know we can present in a professional way going forward.
Nkara concluded that the core principles of Muay Thai is not only about fitness and self-defense, but also about discipline as well as respect. Anyone interested in joining the sport can contact the Namibian Muay Thai Federation directly.
That's all the sport news we have for you, and that also brought us to the end of tonight's edition of News on One. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. From me, Maggie Forciero, and the rest of the team, till next time, it's good night.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Namakwa chameleons are very unique in a few different ways. This is the only desert-adapted chameleon in the world out of more than 200 species. which occur throughout Africa, into the Mediterranean, Arabic Peninsula, Sri Lanka, India. On the island of Madagascar alone is about 100 species, so more than 200 in the world. In Namibia, we only have 2 of those. So this one, you will find, lives on the smaller shrubs and on the ground in the gravel plains of the Namib Desert, just going into these beautiful dune fields. They are unique in, like I said, many ways, but the main thing that people know about chameleons is the ability to change color. The main reason for changing color for this species is thermoregulation. So that means to warm up or to cool down. So early mornings when the sun is rising, they'll face one side of the body to the sun, turn it dark or black to attract the heat to warm up. After that, like now when the sun is above, they'll start turning lighter colors to reflect the heat to avoid overheating. They are unique in the way that they have individual eye movement. So that's 180 degrees horizontal vision, 90 vertical, and it's still not known to science or to scientists today how the chameleon can calculate 2 images at one time, a very large brain capacity. And then they're also clever the way they lay their eggs. The females will distribute the eggs in pockets. They won't lay all the eggs in one basket, so to speak. They will lay 3 or 4 eggs in a hole, go a few hundred meters down the road, dig another hole, lay another 3 or 4, and they will continue to do this until they are empty. The reason for that is to ensure more success for the species. But in the way that they lay, only 3 or 4 get eaten, the others perhaps survive. So from 10 eggs that hatch, only 2 should reach adult size, which is maximum of about 30 centimeters with the tail spread out. Another thing that they're unique and known for is their ability to hunt with their tongue. So the chameleon's tongue is as long as the body and the tail together. It's stored in the throat like a spring-loaded or concertina mechanism. It's pushed out by force, and that force is up to 50 Gs, which is about 5 times faster than a fighter jet. Their main prey items out here would be all the toki species, the darkling beetles. There's more than 200 throughout the Namib, to different species. And they have to eat on a daily basis. They have a very fast metabolism. They'll go to the toilet 3 to 4 times a day just so they can eat again.
Got your feel-good vibes.
99 FM. Penge popo, ai wapaleke popo, andi ekele metoto, ai dengerwa kwe foto, imeno ya lundu kapo, yala kustame napo, popolo tapo, ai mudengele popo. Shawa penge popo, popolo tapo, openela mbopo, alifiti kolo, ai tula pongwe napo, tutike popo, opo ngapo, popo lo tapo,
Swa penge popo, popo lo tapo, ai tungu popo, opo ngapo, swa penge popo, popo lo tapo, ai tungu popo, opo ngapo. Shange amomo, omumulomo, tanko famomo, omungamo. Shange apopo, opo ulopo, tofu apopo, opo ngapo. Swa penge popo, popo lo tapo, ai tungu popo, opo ngapo. Swa penge popo, popo lo tapo, ai tungu popo, opo ngapo.
Poka tolo papo, peno nutalika popo, okoma checkpota, opo ngapo, moka hotelamu, ndalya momo, munikulia inyenyomo, omo ngapo, amo bondali opo, kapa wapo,